Hey everyone, today I am making two Christmas cards using this Hero Arts Starflakes bold print stamp and Wow embossing powder, Wow embossing ink with a clear gold embossing powder. And I'm using a white panel for one, inking it up with that embossing ink and spreading that gold embossing powder all over and heat setting it. And this gave some really good coverage on there, and this sparkling embossing powder is really pretty. Trying to catch it in the light there. And then I'm doing the same thing with a red shimmer panel. And that one, the gold shows up so pretty on here. You can see as I heat set it that it just is gorgeous. It's kind of hard to tell right there in the light, but I am going to hold it up and look at that sparkle. It's just so pretty. I am quite pleased with that. And what I'm going to do is bring in a uniquely creative cutting die called Jolly and Joy die. And I'm just going to use the joy word, but I wanted to have that same gold sparkle. And so I just added some embossing ink and that gold embossing powder onto a white panel. And then I'll die cut out of that. And then I'm doing the same thing on the red shimmer just to get that same coloring. Heat setting that. And then I will cut the joy word out of both of those. So I cut the joy out of the red panel twice because you can see in the light there's a little piece that the gold stuck in the die itself. So I did it again and there was a tiny little bit there on that one that stuck as well. But that's an easy fix because I do have an embossing ink pen. So I'm just going to go over that area that didn't stick, or well, it did stick, it just stuck into the die itself, but it's quick fix, it's all done. And I have this Christmas die that came from, I think, a Michaels set that I got a couple of years ago. So I'm just going to cut that out of just the gold on the white. So one card will say Christmas Joy and one will just say Joy. And I'm bringing in a couple card bases there. And I wanted to trim the white panel down to give a little bit of a border there. And the red one I'm going to leave as is. So I'm using my Barely Art glue and I am adhering that panel onto the card base and then just kind of lining up where I want Christmas Joy to go. And I did have to press it down with an acrylic block just to get it to stay good because, you know, I'm gluing on some sparkling embossing powder. But it did all glue nicely down, so I'm adding the Christmas on that one. So I've got Joy and I've got Christmas Joy, adding the little dot for the J. And then for the inside sentiment, for this card, I'm using a sentiment from a Michaels Christmas set that I have. And the other one is from a Stampendous 'Tis the Season stamp set. These cards were very quick and easy to make, and they're sparkly and beautiful. This white one with joy on the inside says, wishing you a joyful Christmas. And the red one with the Christmas joy on the inside says, may the miracle of Christmas fill your heart with wonder and joy. So two quick and easy cards to make, basically with embossing powder and stamps. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful day.